Hello and welcome back to Elevation 44. I'm your host, Beverly, or V for short, and we are back with another weekly astrology update. And this week is packed with some transformation, some creative breakthroughs, and opportunities for introspection because we have some things happening this week. And I'm not going to lie, it's kind of a busy week. I think last week there was stuff going on, but there wasn't a whole lot of stuff going on. But this week, there's just a lot, all right? So go ahead and grab your notepads, get your calendars ready, and your cozy beverage because you're going to need it. And let's go ahead and get into the astrology for December 2nd through December 8th, okay? Kicking off Monday, December 2nd. We have Venus in Capricorn, trine Uranus in Taurus. And our key focus here is breakthroughs in our relationships and our finances, okay? Because whenever we're talking about Venus, these are the two things that are really coming to light the most, all right? So this harmonious trine starting off the week is nice, right? Because it's bringing us some exciting opportunities for innovation in our relationships and in our finances. This aspect is really encouraging us to embrace change and really find new ways to align with our values, with our long-term goals. So we're trying to get our values to line up with what we're aiming for long-term. And if we're not lining up, sometimes you need to know when to discard some goals or to pivot or to change some things, right? But making sure you're aligning to your internal values is so important. It's key, okay? So there could be some unexpected breakthroughs because, one thing about Uranus, it will bring that unexpected energy, right? Whether you like it or not, whether you deem it positive or negative, expect the unexpected. But these may come in the form of pleasant surprises, all right? Especially when it comes to love, creativity, and material stability. Be open to thinking outside the box and just, again, embracing or welcoming the unexpected. Tuesday, December 3rd, we have the Sun in Sagittarius square Saturn in Pisces. And here we're just trying to balance optimism with responsibility, okay? So this square between the two, this tension is created because our Sun in Sagittarius desires adventure, right? And wants to just kind of be free and go out there and do the things. And Saturn in Pisces is reminding us that we have to stay structured, responsible, grounded, right? So this aspect can bring in challenges or delays that require us to be patient and realistic, especially when we want to do what we want to do, all right? Now, Sagittarius's energy is encouraging us to dream big, which is great. And Saturn in Pisces is reminding us to stay grounded and consider the practical steps needed to bring our visions to life. Now, this is also going to be key because the next season that we're ushering in is Capricorn season, where we take those big dreams and ideas and actually put some strategy down or a plan down to make things happen. So this is great energy for us to get prepared for that, all right? So use this energy to really reassess your goals and just ensure that they align with your higher purpose, your vision, your values, all of that jazz, okay? Moving on, Wednesday, December 4th, Venus in Capricorn is sextile Neptune in Pisces, and we have some romantic and creative inspiration coming in with this softness, this sextile these two are forming together. This is going to help enhance our creativity, our compassion, and our spiritual connection. So this aspect is really inviting us to approach our relationships and our artistic endeavors with empathy and imagination. It's really a great day for deepening connections, expressing love, or even taking all of that feeling and depth and all of that and just engaging and pushing that out into creative projects that require you to express from that side of yourself. So this is a great day to just get into your craft and do your thing. We also have on Wednesday, December 4th, Mercury, which is currently in retrograde in Sagittarius, opposite Jupiter in Gemini, okay? So here we're trying to overcome overwhelm in communication, all right? So this push-pull dynamic between the two, this opposition, is a push-pull between big picture thinking, our Mercury in Sagittarius, and our intention to detail. And Jupiter is very big thinking too, but it's in Gemini, which is like wants to get into the details. Okay, so this transit can lead, I kid you not, to over-exaggeration or miscommunication. And we talked about this the previous week as well, some of this energy coming in because Mercury is retracing its steps. So it's going backward, and a lot of the transit that we have touched on in the past couple of weeks with Mercury is going to come up again as it crosses back over those planets. So again, miscommunication is high. Mercury retrograde is already something that brings in a lot of miscommunication, but this opposition is going to make things a little bit more challenging, okay? It's important for you to slow down and double check your messages, double check your plans, especially so many of you are going to be traveling for the holidays and around this season and doing things and making plans. So just, make sure you double check and just review things and use this energy to reflect on how your beliefs and ideas align with your current path, okay? But avoid taking on too much change at once, right? Thinking about the things, not necessarily always rushing forward and implementing the things, just thinking through, okay? Friday, December 6th, we have Mars stationing to retrograde in the sign of Leo. So this begins our Mars retrograde, and Mars will stay in this retrograde motion for exactly 1 month until January 6th. So it will start its retrograde in Leo and go back into the sign of Cancer. Now, it's really urging us to rethink action and that relation to our personal power, which is, again, what a retrograde is. It's about rethinking, reviewing, reassessing, reevaluating, resting, releasing, all of the prefixes, okay? So it really is urging us to reflect on how we assert ourselves, how we pursue our goals, and also how we use our creative power. Again, retrogrades are a time for introspection. This is about going within, okay? And Mars is our action. It's like, how we assert ourselves, like what we do with our energy, our time, or all of that. So this energy is encouraging us to reevaluate under Leo, our leadership style, our confidence, our passions. You may feel temporarily slowed in your momentum, okay? So that slowdown is on purpose. Don't try to push against it. Don't try to push things forward. This is really not the time to go against what the energy is showing you. Flow with it. Allow yourself to just be in whatever the flow is. So if it is about non-action at this time and just really going within to reevaluate everything, ride that wave, because there will be a time to push forward again, okay? And this slowdown will happen. And for those who are not in tune with what's happening energy-wise, they'll be frustrated because a lot of folks have been in the mindset that the start of the calendar year is when we're supposed to push our goals forward, when we're supposed to take action on the things. And honestly, Capricorn season really isn't a time for that. The start of the calendar year actually aligns with when we're supposed to be laying down our strategy, which is what Capricorn season is about. Now, where we take that action, take that bold leap, get the things and everything rolling is really in Aries season at the start of the spring equinox. So you have been warned ahead of time. It may feel even more difficult to get things off the ground and push forward with Mars retrograding at this time. But overall, this is a powerful opportunity to really reassess and refine your actions for greater alignment. Use this energy to your advantage. Moving on to Saturday, December 7th. Venus is entering Aquarius, okay? And the key focus for Venus in Aquarius is freedom and innovation in our relationships, in our finances, in our values, okay? So Aquarius's energy is innovative. So this brings our desire for freedom to the forefront, our desire for individuality and unconventional connections. Venus in Aquarius really values equality and forward thinking in partnerships, in all kinds of things, right? So this is an ideal time for us to embrace new perspectives in love, in creativity, be open to exploring unique ideas and unconventional approaches when it comes to your finances, when it comes to your relationships, when it comes to even things with yourself, your aesthetic, right? Because Venus is also over our aesthetic. So think outside the box with this energy. With Venus moving into Aquarius, that means it's going to conjunct Pluto, because Pluto is right now at the 0 degree of Aquarius. And here, the key focus is intensity and transformation in our love and finances, okay? So not only is Venus moving into Aquarius to get us to shift our thinking differently, now it's going to bring in some intense transformation with that, all right? So this powerful conjunction between Venus and Pluto is really intensifying our emotions and bringing transformation again to our values, to our relationships, to our money. This aspect is really encouraging us to dig deep and confront hidden truths or power dynamics in our connections, okay? It's a time for profound transformation where relationships and financial matters may undergo significant changes. So use this energy to release what no longer serves you and embrace things that are aligned. Again, authenticity is the word here. Also, on Saturday, it's a busy Saturday, we have the Sun in Sagittarius opposite Jupiter in Gemini. And here we're balancing optimism with realistic expansion. As the Sun opposes Jupiter, it's highlighting the need to find balance between dreaming big and staying grounded in the details. Again, right? This is the same energy that Mercury is bringing in too. Now, Sagittarius's energy really is encouraging expansive vision, expansive ideas, and really taking adventure seriously. And Jupiter in Gemini brings curiosity and adaptability. So this opposition, again, you got to watch out for overcommitment and spreading yourself too thin. Be mindful of where you're placing your energy and focus, and align with your big picture goals by using practical steps, okay? It's a great time to explore opportunities, but balance is really key here. And lastly, on Saturday, okay, December 7th, we have Neptune. Neptune is stationing direct, and Neptune has been retrograde for many months now in the sign of Pisces, but now it's ready to move forward. And it's on that last degree. It's on that 29th degree of Pisces, that critical degree. And here it's going to be moving forward with spiritual clarity and compassion. And we're going to be feeling this more as Neptune gets ready to exit Pisces here shortly and go into Aries, where that is going to bring a whole different type of energy. I have an entire video on that. You guys could really benefit from looking at those outer planet videos that I did earlier this year with Pluto, Neptune, and Uranus moving into different signs between this year and next year. It's insane, right? So if you haven't checked that out already, go ahead and add that to your list, okay? But Neptune stationing direct in Pisces is going to lift the fog off of our mental, and is going to encourage us to have forward movement in areas related to our intuition. So if your intuition has been feeling blocked or fuzzy, or you can't quite tap in, I don't think that's going to be a problem going forward. Also with your spirituality and your creativity. So if you felt any blocks there, you may be feeling it being lifted at this time. During the retrograde, Neptune really encouraged us to reflect inwardly and reassess our dreams and address our illusions or delusions, whatever you want to say there, but we all have them, right? And now as it's moving direct, it's really time to integrate the lessons that we learned during that time and to take inspired action with that, right? So trust your inner guidance, allow yourself to move forward with compassion and faith in your dreams. It's a great time to embrace creative projects, your spiritual practices, or even emotional healing. It's really about applying what was learned or what was revealed during that time, okay? And that wraps up this week's astrology update. We have a lot of powerful shifts this week. Like I said, it's a heavy week, busy week. We have that Mars retrograde. We have Venus and Pluto connecting and making things really intense. We have Neptune finally moving forward after being retrograde for many months. So this week is really encouraging us to reflect, realign, embrace new directions. Remember to stay grounded and remain open to the unexpected. If you found this episode helpful, again, don't forget to thumbs up, share with a friend, join the family, or even review if you're listening on the podcast. All right. Until next time, keep elevating, and I'll talk to you all very soon.